What do normal people even think about? That was the question that I asked myself when I stopped gambling, and suddenly I had 8 hours a day that I needed to fill with new activities and thoughts. I had been gambling so much that it was all that I was able to think about, and when I stopped, I had no idea what to do with my mind that was still racing, looking for that next big scheme or big come up. I'm Rob, and I'm a recovering compulsive gambler. I made my last bet on November the 12th of 2022, and now I create content aimed at helping people to get into recovery for their addictions faster than I did. Today, we have a really important topic to discuss, and it's how to fill your time after you quit gambling. Now, before we dive in, I want to put it out there that all of what I talk about today is 100% pointless if you don't truly want to stop gambling. No matter what I say and what value I might provide you in this video and every other video that I make, you need to have the intention of wanting to leave gambling behind you and be willing to take action with what you hear, or you're going to continue to stay on the hamster wheel that we call gambling addiction. But if you're determined to live a better life, smash that subscribe button because you won't want to miss future videos laying out what's working for me in my recovery journey so that it might work for you. But forget future videos, we have this one right now and it's a really important topic. So let's dive right into it. One of the first things that I did after gambling was search for a new passion. Gambling can be really time consuming, and it often leaves a void in our lives when we stop. I started exploring different hobbies and activities to try to figure out what actually sparked joy within me. For me, making these videos actually became my new passion. It allowed me to express myself kind of creatively and connect with an amazing community. So thank you guys for that. So if you're looking to fill your time after you quit gambling, try out different hobbies. Give things a try that you might not have tried before, and eventually you're going to find one that lights up your soul and it gives you the excitement to get up every day and pursue it. If you had told me a few years ago that I'd be attempting to become a YouTuber, I would have just laughed at you and gone back to my game of blackjack that I was playing. The things that we're passionate about may be the things that we least expect, but we won't know unless we actually give them a try. Along with finding a passion, focusing on physical health became really important in my post-gambling routine. I realized that I had neglected my body during my gambling days, oftentimes passing up on workouts and healthy meals in favor of continuing to stay in action in the casino or be glued to the TV watching a game that I had money on. And for me, it was time to change that. I decided to start hitting the gym regularly, not just for the physical benefits, but also for the mental clarity that it brought me. Exercise is a great way to channel your leftover stress or restlessness, and it releases those feel-good endorphins. Remember, it doesn't have to be the gym. Any form of physical activity that you enjoy, whether it's yoga, hiking, dancing, walking, running, all of this can do wonders for your well-being. I found this out recently as I've started doing hot yoga in a room that's an average of about 102 degrees Fahrenheit. It's pretty hot. After I'm done sweating, I feel refreshed and like I use my time in a productive way to become a better version of myself. Now, let's go on and talk about mindfulness now. It's an essential aspect of rebuilding your life after gambling. Meditation is an incredible tool for me during this journey. Taking just a few minutes each day to sit quietly, breathe, and clear my mind has really helped me to stay grounded and focused on my mission. It's also helped me to better understand my thoughts and emotions, making it a little bit easier to manage stress and anxiety as they come up along the way. We're still going to have problems, guys, but without gambling, we're going to have much fewer problems. If you're new to meditation, there's a lot of great apps and guided sessions that you can get started with, apps like Headspace or Calm. Sponsor me, please, if you're seeing this. I even took this a step further yesterday by giving a float therapy session a chance. This was floating in a dark room in a pool of Epsom salt water and taking about an hour to focus on deep breathing and disconnecting from my day. That's not something I would have done before. It was a great chance to unplug. Now, you don't have to do something as extreme as that, but doing things like that to take some time to yourself and reconnect can do wonders for your motivation and your mood. I was feeling a little bit out of it yesterday, so I gave it a chance and I felt so much better. Another powerful practice that I incorporated into my daily routine is journaling. Writing down my thoughts and feelings not only provides me an emotional release, but it also helps me to track my progress and identify different patterns in my behavior and thoughts. Journaling allows me to reflect on my journey, set goals, and of course celebrate milestones and achievements along the way. It's like having a conversation with myself, and it keeps me motivated on this path of self-improvement. I actually have two journals. I do a reflective journal and a gratitude journal, because when I was gambling, the only inner monologue that I had was, what's next? What's the next bet? What's the next way we can get money, etc., etc. Now, I like to try to take the time to better understand myself, and it's led to a lot of benefits in my life, including a better understanding of the emotions that might come up throughout the day that are not positive emotions. One of the most rewarding habits that I developed after gambling was becoming an avid reader. And that sounds corny, I'll take it as it is, but books have an incredible ability to transport us to different worlds and different types of thinking that you would not have experienced before on your own. It also stimulates our imagination. When we're gambling, we're constantly imagining the next thing. We can do that in a different sense through reading. Whether it's self-help books, fiction, nonfiction, whatever you like to read. It's always an excellent way to spend newfound time, and it's a way to be productive and learn with the time that you've been given rather than just sit around and mindlessly scroll through TikTok. If you're looking for a book to get yourself started and you also want to use your reading time to tackle your gambling addiction, Atomic Habits by James Clear is my #1 recommendation. This book played a vital role in establishing the good habits that I practice now on a daily basis and kicking the bad ones that can eventually become addictions if left unchecked. Now, last but not least, I want to emphasize the importance of spending time with friends and loved ones. When we're engrossed in our gambling and we're active in gambling addiction, we might have neglected our social life a little bit. Now's the perfect time to reconnect with the people who matter most to us. Even if we didn't neglect spending time with friends when we were gambling, if you're anything like I was, you were never present in the moment. Hangouts were either based around gambling or they involved a ton of gambling without anyone around you knowing what you were doing, where you could have gone off to the bathroom to check scores or play blackjack. Where my mood also could have been ruined by a football game going wrong while everyone else was dancing and having fun in the moment if we were out at a party, say. Going out with friends, sharing laughter, and creating new memories together can bring tons of joy and support during your journey because, guys, we're normal people. We just can't gamble normally. We still need the normal human interactions that make people happy. That's what we get through socialization. Well, there you have it. There's a few of the activities that I've embraced to fill my time after I've quit gambling. Remember, this journey is unique to each and every one of us, so feel free to explore and experiment with different activities until you find what works best for you. The first thing you try might not be what works best. You might feel lost because of that, but don't give up. Be patient, take it one day at a time, looking for different things to do that'll bring you joy. If you ever find yourself tempted to return to gambling, even knowing that it's the life that you don't want to be living, reach out to your support network or even seek professional help. You're not alone in this battle, so stop treating it like you are. Before we wrap up, I'd love to hear from you. If you've quit gambling and you have any valuable tips or activities that have helped you to fill your time, please let me know down in the comments below what they are. Your insights might inspire someone else on their path to recovery that watches this video, and also inspire some future videos that I could create, as I'm always trying to learn more about this addiction myself. Find better ways to spend your days and keep living your life one day at a time.